Hello, and welcome to more Blueprints, the only game that I care about right now still. And this is going to be day 48. We should be on part 27. And the reason I say should is because if you watched the previous part, we had some technical difficulties. Our PC crashed twice while we were streaming the game. Also, YouTube exclusive video today, and it crashed twice. The first time was much more upsetting because we were a lot further in our day than the second time. And it was also a really good day. So there were some things that we did, including solve the clock tower puzzle, that I don't believe we got to. Maybe we did. No, we did do that. There were a couple other things though. We didn't get the. We did end up solving that the third time around. The drafting room, that was something where we didn't end up getting that red letter again, and we didn't get the final classroom added to our pool, so that was disappointing, but we had good success on days 46 and 47. But anyways, alas, we are on day 48. I believe that should put us at December 24th, Christmas Eve, so I am interested to see what day 49 has, being Christmas, if there's anything different in the game with that. But before we get started, I'm going to do something that I don't do often, and that is actually pull up a screenshot of something I took from the game. And I've been mostly taking pictures on my phone, notes in my journal, but this was too important. Well, there's a reason I took the screenshot, and I will explain. It has to do with our favorite book right now, and that is the one and only A New Clue. And I was rewatching my playthrough of the day I was looking at New Clue, just looking at other stuff. I was actually trying to figure out some Rajan, was trying to translate some of that message that we found down in the tomb. Anyways, long story short, I was watching the blueprints. I don't know why I use a plural, but for myself. And I noticed something just very faintly on one of the pages while I was looking. And it was so faint on the playthrough, I can't believe I didn't notice this in real, but there was so much going on with that book, A New Clue, that I didn't even notice something that was on one of the pages near the text, on the text page, because I was so focused while I was going through it on the pictures. And then when I was when I was watching, I noticed that just very faintly. So I actually took a screenshot, and so that's what I'm going to show you guys right now. The screenshot that I took of one of the pages, and let's get that pulled up. Where the heck did it go? I had it up. Hold on. This is the page of A New Clue where I believe Detective Von Margel is near the castle, with the castle tower. There's a few things on that page too that I also picked up on, but this was the most important thing. This page, and it really might be hard to tell on stream, but if you zoom in real close, there are some very faint numbers written next to some of these words. So, before I just hopped on, I wrote them out, and I couldn't find, and I don't know if they don't exist or if it's just really hard to tell because this was a recording, but I couldn't find words, and some of them I kind of guessed, but I'm pretty certain on them, and based on the message I found, I think it mostly makes sense. I couldn't find words 13 and 14, but I did find 1 through 12 and 15 and 16. And the message I got was all checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found in blank blank the rooms, I believe. That is what it says. So then I had to go look at the picture, which I don't have a screenshot of. I do have a picture on my phone, which I can show real quick. But if we get a new clue again, we'll look at this. corner case rooms. And so there are certain ones that are checked on this picture. There are no dead cases. There are nothing checked there. But the ones checked here are patio, nook, office, and pantry. Corner case rooms had a low case clue. A low case clue. And that made me think about, specifically, I can think of for sure one instance in the pantry that has been standing out to me as of recently, and it's on the note, and it's the way the maid's name or assistant, I actually don't officially know what her job title is, and here's on my recording, so please don't look at that. It doesn't matter that much, but my disorganization. Believe there's the word bridge. Because Bridget and the word bridge is written in lowercase in a different font. I've never picked up on that in any of these other rooms. But the interesting thing is I do specifically remember that the patio has the note on the barbecue where I think it's talking about digging. The nook has the note about writing in your journal, and then it's the picture of the journal that you can actually use your magnifying glass to look at. But I don't know if there's a lowercase word there, whether that's in that journal or if it's in the message. And the other one is the office, which has the note about I think what Anne Babbage wanted Bridget to, the book she wanted her to pick up. I don't remember seeing any lowercase font on that particular message either. So one of the things we definitely want to do is go and get all four of those rooms. I do believe bridge is 100% one of the words, which makes me really excited because it might have to do with Black Bridge Grotto, which is something that I've been trying to figure out. So there are so many freaking hidden messages in this game. It is incredible, and they're in complete plain sight. You just don't know how to put them together. The whole Arajan language, the XYZ ABC, this message now, they're all pretty incredible. And we do have 6 red letters, which means the only one that I know of that we're missing in this playthrough is the one in the drafting studio. Okay, so we're gonna get a lockpick and a sleeping mask today. Thank you, Kimberly. Solid. My only other thought too that I've had is there is a message from the Great Alzara about missing item that you did not take, and it shows this little, and everything's kind of knocked around. And what I was thinking about was I actually can think of an item that has randomly gone missing, and I will get to that if we get to that room. We're also cursed, which is not great. Yikes, actually. These are really bad. At least it's only one day, so this might be kind of a rough day. Use all of the above if you draft a red room. That's actually bad. So we're going to try and focus on blue rooms as much as humanly possible today. Oh gosh, okay. I do think we will get Nook 100%. We do have extra steps today. That's good. That makes us not as wary to draft bedrooms. Because you only lose a step and then you can gain steps from those. We'll 100% get another opportunity for Nook, but that is one of the rooms that we want to see. But back to my previous point of a missing item. Oh, here's pantry. We could do pantry. There is something I've noticed as missing, and that made me think also back to Great Alzara that his visions that he shows. Also, I thought it might have to do with this, but I don't think it does. It's this. It's literally bridge. It's bridge. The Great Elzara. His messages, I think security here, are very... no, I'm not talking to Siri. I said very. We're fine taking... I don't know how much I want to... Food could be good. Let's just take the bedroom. Yeah, we're gonna lose a step. That's fine. Let me just double check what shops do. You lose a coin. Okay, that's not too bad either. So shops, bedrooms, not so bad. Losing gems potentially sucks really bad with green room. Obviously, red rooms are terrible because you lose everything. Also, I think there's a dig spot somewhere in here. My brain is all over the place right now. But Great Elzara, I think his visions, I think what he shows you is less important than what he says. Because I can confirm a lot of what he shows is just, it's just images. They're not real. That's not actually like the red letters on the pedestals, like all that stuff isn't actually happening. I don't know if I want to take the key yet. I'll take that, and I'll take apples. I'm gonna hold off on the key because if we get a hallway soon, I don't want to just lose a key instantly. So we're gonna be smart about that and wait until maybe we need it. We are gonna have to be very smart today. So like this, I could take hallway, not have to burn a key. Good time to take it. Come off a couple chests. But yes, my point is, I think I'll take utility. I think that it's more about what he's saying. The short story, the short part of it. And that's why I think that him showing that, coffee table or entry table at the beginning. Ooh, I really do want Nook, but I think we got to kitchen here. We unfortunately can't rotate rooms anymore, but it just makes me think that we can't go off of the images that he shows, because those don't necessarily mean anything. It's the words that he says. So just my feeling, I could be wrong. Let's take the West Wing Hall. As many halls as we can grab before we have to grab keys. Additionally, the fact that there was those hidden numbers on that... Okay, we will take Nook here. On that picture, in the new clue, and there's a hidden message there. Numbers that I did not notice is now very much making me second guess everything in this game that I have ever read. It makes me... Okay, the word is beside, so you're right here. Will not regret having beside you on this journey. Okay, I know we're definitely on the right track. Bridge, beside. Don't know how those go together. But, like I said, it's making me second guess everything I have done in this game. I think this would be a good time to take chapel because we have no gems or keys. So we'll lose a step, we'll lose a coin. As far as we can continue to go without keys, I think is solid. Jackhammer could be really good. I think we kind of have to take it and hope that through security. This could be a wash of a day, just potentially because of this curse, but we now have our keys. Could burn some, but I'm hoping to get a sledgehammer. Oh, let's check the bedroom and check if there's actually a dig site. What's going on? Oh, the crazy kitten is back. He's back. So, there's so much to think about. I feel like there's a hidden dig spot in this room. Potentially. Could be wrong. The reason I think there could be is because there were hidden dig spots. Kaiba, get down. Hold on. Ay. I think this was one of the rooms that is shown. Could be wrong. In the aquarium, like it's one of the aquariums, is this room. For sure. And then there's this pointing down. And in the other rooms in the aquarium, there was a hidden dig spot that had like a hidden key. But maybe I'm wrong. Just felt like, why is this here pointing down? The only other times I've seen this, it's pointing to something that I would find important. I mean, I have the jackhammer now. Maybe I have to have the shovel. It can't be the jackhammer. I don't know. But I feel like that doesn't make sense, but jackhammer just says more effective than the shovel excavation. Digs deeper and finds better items. Yes, maybe so. I don't know. I've really felt like I was onto something with that. I've only ever seen this in The Office, where it points at the statue that has the safe behind it. It's in the foyer, which, you know, they're both pointing at the door, but I feel like that's at least something relevant. I feel like there's one other place we've seen this statue. And it's pointing somewhere. I feel like important, but this case, maybe not. Okay. I still do believe there's something about this room that I'm just not 100% sure on, but we shall continue. Let's make sure security doors are turned to low. Actually, wait, we can turn them to high. Probably better. I would rather run into those than keys or locked doors, because we may run out of keys today based on our curse. And the curse, you know what? It was completely worth it. Mother trucker. Okay. I don't think there's anything we can do. We don't even have a security card. Yeah, this is going to be a dead run. That sucks. Yeah, there's literally nothing we can do. This curse kind of killed us. The only thing we could do is open the chests in the entrance hall and hope. Let's take that so we don't lose a. Oh, we got some dice. A little too late. Definitely put the jackhammer away. Yeah, this might just be a dead day, and that's okay. Like, this means it's done today. I think it should. Yeah, that curse was brutal. Worth seeing what it did, to be honest, even though it said it's bad. I was still like, okay. If that's what you want to do, I'd still gotta know. I gots to know. Okay, the only thing that we could use these keys, and if it gives us a security card, then we can go through the foundation, but otherwise we're kind of SOL, I think. Yeah. SOL indeed. So really anything we can do with these rooms. It's a little unfortunate because we burned our sauna day. But we have bridge beside. I'm really hoping this is telling us something about Black Bridge. Black Bridge beside Black Bridge something. I don't know. I'm just guessing that one of the other words might be black. So it would say Black Bridge. It's too bad we didn't get a library. It actually would have been just nice to get that. Will we ever be able to walk that path? I don't really look down here. Like, what's down here? Now that I think about it. Almost feels like there should be something potentially down there. Also second guessing every wall that exists. Like we could break something. There's a dig spot in here. Despite having been warned of the cavern's stability, you may be able to use your makeshift jackhammer to mine for additional gold. Interesting. However, each time you are successful, the chance of a mining cave-in will increase. Be forewarned, a collapse of any scale will permanently close the site, and with it, the daily gems it provides. Damn it. So you can only use the jackhammer in here. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go walk around the whole underground with this thing, I think. I mean, we're gonna... Cavern stability's at... Oh, wow. Okay. There's all these different spots. I'm not gonna do it, obviously. There's no reason for us to. There's a spot there, there's a spot here, there's a spot here. There's no point in us potentially messing this place up. On a run where we don't have anywhere to go, but that's cool. So if we were ever in a pinch, or like we don't have any way to get other gems, like we really desperately need gems, we could go do that. If I had known that before the guest bedroom, or before we drafted out of security, I definitely would have grabbed a gem. But it's okay, now we know. It's all about learning to help our next run a little bit better, and despite this being a really bad run, because we've had a lot of good runs of late, we hopefully can at least take something away from it. Like, this is a sundial. Does it ever move? Has it ever changed from this position? Why can I walk back here? It's weird. What is that, by the way? Not sure. Seems super random. And I will say, there's nothing random about this game. So, I don't know what that is, but could you break this down? Is there anything back there? I do believe there's something more to this. I don't know what. And the fact that you can turn these back on is also really interesting. The fact that they are off is kind of weird, and there's a whole explanation of how they work, and they seem pretty simple. You know, like turn it off and now we have the fire lit. I don't know, that seems really straightforward. So why is there a whole couple pages about it in that journal from Mr. Nogula, the current groundskeeper? I'm learning to, I guess, think very intentionally in this game more and more. That, like, when you see something that seems weird, follow that instinct, because it's probably a reason why it's weird. Like the there's also way more of these torches. I wouldn't even call them torches, so to speak, but you know, these look the exact same as these. They don't have the gas pump line, so maybe Maybe it doesn't mean anything, but like the arrow in the library. Like these are obviously here for a reason. What the heck does that mean? These, I don't think they're just decorative. Bird baths. I don't also really want to go around to spam trying to dig everywhere, but it's kind of what I'm doing. I wonder if there's something here. I wonder if you could ever get through there. Maybe the power hammer could break something? Like this tunnel almost feels like this is where you could, the tunnel that you could take to get to the old castle underground. Feels like that's where this could go potentially. So I may have to come back with the power hammer at some point and test that theory, but man, this is treacherous. Okay, where do we want to go next? Do we want to go through here? Let's do this. I'm really gonna, while I have this shovel, that's okay if we have to burn this day because we took the curse. You know what's crazy? I never chose an outer room. That's also crazy. Let's go do that real quick. At this point, it doesn't really matter, but we'll come back. Because we are going to go... Going down there is going to take us a little longer. We're going to go through all the rooms. We're going to go through the tunnel. We're going to go through the torch chamber and check that whole left side. So let's go back up. We didn't... I was so distracted by a lot of other things that I did not even draft an outer room. I think that's the first time I've ever forgotten to do that. Mostly gonna focus on spots that look like there could be something. Yeah, root cellar would have been probably would have been nice. 2 special items. If it's a key card, we could also do tomb, because there could be good dig spots. So it's one or the other. Can redraw too. That's actually kind of nice. And something I've never thought about. I think I've always drafted the outer room early because you want to know how your round can play out. But what if you waited? There could be very... I think most of the time it's better to draft it first, but there could be reasons to wait. And one of those would be like, hey, you could get dice, and then you could re-roll if you're looking for something specific on that day. Like if I was looking to get Classroom Run, and I wanted to make sure I got the Drafting Studio, I could get the Drafting Studio, add the 9th Classroom, and then we go try and grab the Classroom, and if we have dice, we can re-roll. So... I think the likelihood of getting the key card is probably pretty low. So I think I'm gonna take the tomb because I want to see if we can dig anywhere. And there's more dice down here. Look at that. That... Have I ever tried the power hammer on this? I mean... Man. Again, just another example of this game where... If it looks weird, it's probably because it's weird. But at the same time... Hold on. I gotta go check something. I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna go into my recordings. I feel like there's been 4 of these lit in the past. Now there's 3. I'm gonna double check. Be right back. Okay, false alarm. I completely second guessed thought that. I completely thought that there were 4 lit previously, but I guess there always have been 3. Doesn't mean there's nothing. It just means we haven't done anything to affect that. Like, look at this one. This one's especially weird. They all do, like, they're not really, like... They might just be weird to be weird. I tried to spend some time translating that, and I got a little distracted by other things. So we do want to attempt to translate that. I still think I'm missing too many words to really be able. Too many words and not a good understanding of how the language is put together, and that just means I might need to study like that at grade 8 again a little bit better. Excuse me, but I just feel like I don't have a great understanding of it, so I'm not going to sit here and do that on record. Okay. Really doesn't feel like there's anything here, but we can go down. Until there could be something in the middle where they don't expect you to walk as much, like you mostly stay around the edges. We need to find the 3rd piece of this map. I really want to know what that note says. We're nowhere close to finishing this game. I was thinking about this too earlier, just washing dishes or something. I'm like, I'm really going to be sad when the day comes that we don't have anything else to play, like do on this game. And I thought, man, we might actually be close to that. And now, refreshing everything that I still don't understand, still don't know, I feel pretty confident that we are nowhere close to beating this game. And that honestly feels great. We've beat the game. We beat the main story. I guess. We rolled the credits. And it's really up to us how much further we want to see. How much we want it. How much further we want to see the rabbit hole go, you know? as Morpheus would say. And I, for one, want to see it to the very end. And if that rabbit hole never ends, it just continues to fall and fall, I am super down. Which is kind of impossible, but I do think we're still very unsure of how far this rabbit hole can go, which is exciting. For all I know, we're gonna end up exploring all of Reddington. And there's that message, which, just to cover this, so I have a lot of it. I have what I think is actually CIX and not CXI. That's what I believe. And the reason I believe that is because of the third row down where it says S and it's SIX. It's 6. And very distinctly, that very first sticky note we found is I blank IOO. So we have S or CIX, which could be Roman numerals for 109. AD is what I have with a blank. That could be add. It could be another D. 109 add SIX 6. So that would get us 115. I have TOR here. I have no clue how that would fit. I have LO blank. Tor. So what if it's 109 add 6 Tor? I don't know. I don't know what TORLO is. And then E blank T. The other theory is that T could go here because the cat thing is a T at the bottom. And then there's a CA up here for cat. But I don't know. It feels like, based on all this, the T should be here. Because C, and then there's X, and X was all the way above the T. And the C was all the way above the E. There's lots of just little pieces. And so I don't know. There's two variants. One could be that it's CIX, one CXI, and that kind of reverses a couple of these. But either way, I've kind of looked at both, and neither really make a lot of sense. So I gotta find all of it to piece together the message, because at the moment we're just speculating until we've found everything. So this is just old tools. And that's so far down. That's right here. But like, what's... Well, actually, if I look at that, where that is located, that seems to be located where we come up from the sanctum, like, path. And that's what's open over there. You can kind of see that arch. We're gonna go double check. What is down here? We still don't even know. I think that's way further down. Just crazy. So we gotta go back up. Like I said, for all I know, we may end up exploring all of Reddington in this game, like... Okay. So it doesn't appear there's anything to dig here. But we might as well check elsewhere. We can actually just do that all from the other side. Okay. There are actually no dig spots down here either. Which sometimes there are dig spots. Cracks on those walls. Can we just hack this bush down? Again, why can I randomly walk around that rock? There's certain things that, like, you can't get past, and then you can just randomly walk past this rock. I thought for sure there'd just be some random dig spot back here. Remember that exists if we get the power hammer. Just to check. The thing I want to check is, like, could you just, like, bust down these walls? They look very cracked. Like, look at this. You should be able to go out there, no? If we had the power hammer. Okay, the last... Well, it's a pretty big space, but the last area we wanted to check was through here. Just to make sure we're not missing anything. There was the random dig spot here somewhere, so I don't really feel like there would be any others in the basement. But that doesn't mean shit. Okay. I think we're just about to ready to go to the next day. This is a short day for our usual, but still a probably 40-45 minute day of playing this. Okay. I'm not even gonna go. I think that was it. I'm gonna go to coat check and then I'm gonna end my day maybe just in the regular bedroom again and see if the regular bedroom has any changes the next day. Or do we grab nursery? Guest bedroom. Let's just do regular bedroom. And maybe tomorrow when we draft the regular bedroom, something will have changed. There totally could be something down here. I don't necessarily want to like find something by just spam digging. I think like finding in the gem cavern, like that was smart to bring that there because that's like an excavation space. The rest is kind of like could be, but there's probably a way the game tells you that it's gonna exist. Generally, I would say. I'm really curious about these notes. I'm also not spamming A. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's anything that looks unusual. Yeah. See you tomorrow, Jackhammer. Hopefully you're not cursed anymore. We did give 50 to the sanctuary a couple, like 5 days ago, and that that was nice because it gave us the ability to rotate items. So that might be a good, not a curse, but a blessing to receive. Okay, on here. We'll see if anything happens. I know we've tested it before, but maybe we didn't check everywhere correctly. Quaint college, yeah. Kind of rough, but... Alright, let's just save and continue. A bad day, but as long as we're not cursed today, then I expect day 49 to go a lot better. Plus, it should hopefully be Christmas, and maybe there'll be a cool Christmas tree somewhere. Maybe in the boudoir, like. I believe it's Christmas. Do we want to go draft? The outside room. Maybe let's do the first few rooms and just kind of see what we get. What's the call? Yeah, we're not cursing. Beautiful. Maybe we should take it in a different room, but commissary bedroom. I do want to check bedroom, but commissary is good to just buy items. Is there anything different today about you, bedroom? Let's take nursery here for our steps. Get some dice. It's actually really nice. I also have to see now, because that book had some hidden numbers. Does this, that we can tell along the words. So to be honest, we didn't pay attention enough to the words pages. Only the pictures. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the XYZ ABC, or if that's just... it doesn't look like it. I've read that book so many times, I feel like eventually I would have noticed. This window is partially cracked. Okay. We'll take spare green room here so we can continue up. See if there's any special items. Doesn't look like it. Probably take Nook here. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the other dead end rooms we're looking for are patio and office. They're both a little rare. This is tough. We'll take commissary. We have rerolls, and hopefully we'll be able to buy some good stuff. Sledgehammer. Might as well just get it all. We're not really anxious to buy anything else. Take chapel here. Well, we're gonna take library. I don't remember if I checked out a book. Did. I got the Drafting Strategy, Volume 5. Sweet. Okay, well, let's read this. And we are the gifter. December 25th, 1993. It is Christmas in this game. Okay. The only place I could think of that has a Christmas reference is the Boudoir, so it'd be kind of cool to draft that just to see. And we have the magnifying glass, so we got to be on it. This is the October issue, Volume 5, The Death of Drafting. No exit strategies, grave mistakes, an introduction to the tomb, grounds for termination. Oh, it's all the outer rooms. Enshrined details, the shrine. Hell yeah! I thought there might be some information about the shrine, and like, that seemed too random to just have to guess. Top 5 dead ends, our favorite picks. Dead end contest, mail and sweepstakes, a word from the editor. Okay, the death of drafting, a fear every architect faces, like last time. Oh. This guy's name is Draxus. Draxus the Dead. Every architect has experienced your drafting house, room by room, and everything is going smoothly. Let's take a picture of Draxus. That's a different looking angel. I don't think that's the same angel in the tomb, but I could be wrong. That one looks more like a Grim Reaper. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exits, and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? I feel like this might be a actually helpful book. Beneath their morbid... Just writing some notes. Day 49 is Christmas. Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. Also, I do think, like, the game recognizes that Christmas is a holiday in this world. So, like, I feel like there could be something to do with it. So it was a Christmas tree. That was one of the codes. Like, sometimes the game might just go, no, we're not, like, we're using this calendar, but we don't recognize that. And very clearly the game, like, Christmas is a thing in this world. In Orindia. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there is any life beyond the dead end. Now I feel like I've got to magnify everything. No exit strategies. Architectural Digest's Guide to Dead Ends. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth, but you do kind of need them. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them, because you don't want, you just, for one, there is some value to a lot of them, actually, a lot of dead-end rooms. But also, I think I learned this very early, like, you gotta use some of them early, because if you just use rooms with doors, eventually you will run into a situation where, yeah, you can only draft a lot of dead-end rooms, and that doesn't allow you to continue. So, you gotta kind of pick and choose. Sometimes you gotta just sacrifice a spot with a dead end. Get the storeroom, get the closet, like, not hopefully the laboratory, but a very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room in Architect Drafts removes that floor plan from the draft room. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this, and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. An ideal spot to draft a dead end. Yeah, totally. Grave mistakes and introduction to the tomb. As foreboding, Svea. Hi, buddy. This one's known as Svea. You're so quick. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, you are soaking, buddy. You just get a bath. Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies, centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately. Also, I need to go draft my outer room. To know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Ageran angels of that early era that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy. As you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great reward. Grounds for great termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out. What the fuck? Why is that like that? Which allows architects to plan out. It's very... Their strategy with greater precision and purpose. I have no clue. That's so weird. To plan out. Stop. I'll be right back. Mic was off? Okay, we're back. You know, someday when there's... I don't know. I just feel like there will be a... at the time of recording, my videos don't get like a ton of views. And that's okay. I am playing this game because I love this game for me, and I'm posting it because I want to, because I think the off chance that someday someone finds this and finds this playthrough entertaining, then I think that's awesome, and I've done my job, because I've been watching other people play, and I find it so entertaining, and so I hope someday that there will be people that find it entertaining. Really, that's my ultimate goal. I also want to be able to look back and watch it myself and be like, oh wow, how did you miss that? Or just re-enjoy the game again someday. With that being said, I hope someday, if there are more of you, if you're watching this right now, whether that's in a month, a year, 5 years, there will be something funny about Kaiba, our kitten, and just every time I have to pause the game and pause the stream or the recording because of this kitten. So I hope there'll be like Kaiba sighting. I don't know. Who knows what that'll turn into, but I hope someday, because he means well. He's a sweet boy, but he wants to climb on my PC. He has a perfect route to it, because I have stuff here that he can walk on, and he just wants to explore, and it's all in good nature. He's not trying to be a nuisance. He's just a kitten and wants to explore and has a lot of energy and curiosity. So anyways, he's with his mother, the beautiful Ash. Anyways, let's continue with the game. For example, on a schoolhouse day also, this just really is so weird, but I almost want to take a picture of it because I feel like there's something odd about that. Anyways, for example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans. Whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Yeah, makes sense. I've also removed the classroom cost. Outer rooms of note. Grounds for termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. Okay. The groundskeeper's tool shed is often a great choice to find useful items like a shovel or a sledgehammer. Even better items can be found on the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruit obtained from the locals are preserved in this subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. I'm going to take a picture of this page as well. I don't know, there's something weird about the hovel, the way it describes the hovel. I don't know. The shrine, let's go. Okay, this is huge. Enshrined details. The last outer room is a floor plan with a... Is that the last one? 1, 2... Okay. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight. And those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Okay. So that's... The amount is... Okay. Is based... Amount you give helps it last longer if you're on the, like, fringe, maybe? It doesn't say how much each one costs. What the heck? Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Blessing of the General. I've gotten this one. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. That one's okay. Blessing of the Berry Picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Interesting. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. You will draw that room while drafting from the grounds. What? While drafting from the grounds? Does that mean you'll draft it in the outer room? I'm confused by that one. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish to the dining room. Oh, okay. All the spreads. Yeah, I think I may have I feel like I may have gotten that. Long time ago. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. I did have that. That was really, really, really good. That was so helpful. Especially because I've been getting more and more gems. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to today's draft pool. Oh my god. That seems a little much, but also courtyard is probably one of the best rooms. Especially because I've turned it into a courtyard. You get so many dig spots. You usually get a good special item. It's always unlocked for me. Blessing of the High Roller. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. Okay, I like that one. Seems good. Berry Picker seems really good. Monk, I'm confused about. Tinker seems decent. Depending on what your experiment is. General is so-so. It just means you have to draft a lot of red rooms. Could combo well with like the shelter if you have the blessing and then you get the shelter a different day. Chef seems okay. I feel like it would have been better earlier when I didn't have as many options for food, but I do generally feel we're doing good on steps for the most part. Dancer was great. Gardener is really solid, and High Roller sounds like it could be good. Seems good. You know what's weird? I don't know if this is literally just an error or what, but down here, if you guys can see this, volume 5, page 11. Volume 1. Maybe it's just because this is pulled out of volume 1? I don't know. Top 5 dead ends. As selected by the editorial staff of Drafting Strategy. Attic. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. True. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. That's a reference to the chess puzzle, which, yeah, it is strong because it's the only king. Coat check. More than any other room, coat check allows architects to center their strategies on a specific item of their choice. I think coat check is very underrated. Hovel is one of the top 5. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Okay. Interesting. I feel like there's a clue in there and I'm not sure. I'll take a picture of that. Because I just, so far, like, I feel like I get plenty of gems to be able to just purchase most of my rooms. Like, I have a good economy of gems most of the time. So, steps, and I know we have a lot of steps at times, but burning a lot of steps for each room, it feels we go through them very quickly. But secret passage, surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color specific strategies. That's cool. All right, dead end contest, mail-in sweepstakes. I didn't realize it was a dead end. I never noticed that. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martiz shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstakes. Oh. Do we not have a magnifying glass? Eligibility, the den. Odds, the only contest. Okay, we'll have to come back and use the magnifying glass on that. Word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. I don't know what that word means, actually. Macabre? Macabre? We're going to look it up. Embrace the challenge. Let's hold on. Macabre. I've seen it, and I just can't tell you what it actually means. Disturbing and horrifying because of involvement with or depiction of death and injury. Macabre? You're about to hear macabre. Macabre. As you venture forth, you guys didn't hear that. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Interesting. What does that freaking mean? What does this mean? This doesn't have a secret lowercase word on it, does it? Okay. Something interesting. I don't know if that told me as much as I thought. I thought it was going to tell me exactly how much I had to pay for certain did the library do? Rare, yeah, rare, yeah, that's what it is. Sledgehammer. I do have the magnifying glass. Why could I not magnify that? That one's tough. I don't really want it here where it's a potential spot that I have to take it. So we're going to do gift shop. I do want the lost and found, but... what the heck? My magnifying glass is just not showing up. Eligibility. The Dead End Contest Sweepstakes is open to legal residents of Fen areas who are of at least 12 years of age at the time of entry. Employees of Drafting Strategy, its affiliates, subsidiaries, advertising, promotion agencies, and their immediate family members, and or those living in the same household of each are not eligible to participate in the sweepstakes. Entry. To enter the sweepstakes, players must draft rooms in a single house during a single day. Any number of rooms may be drafted, but only Dead End rooms drafted during that day will be counted toward the Dead End tally. If the Dead End tally exceeds the current record, 19, participant is considered a winner. Prize. The cash prize has an approximate shot value equal to 200 gold paid out to the winner of sweepstakes in a check equal to the prize amount. The trophy of sweepstakes has an approximate shop value of 30 gold. Please note, the trophy is not composed of real gold, but features a gold-like coating for decorative purposes only. The winner will be notified and receive their prize by mail no later than 5 days after obtaining the Dead End record. Check mailroom for prize delivery. Good to know. That's where we will get our prize. I'm going to take a picture of that so we remember. Odds. The odds of winning this contest are not very promising. The architect who set this record was very, very good at drafting. But best of luck regardless. Taro Martiz, 1989. Who the hell is that? Taro Martiz, 1989 is not that long ago in this. Take a picture of that. Was very, very good at drafting. Yeah, I mean, 20 seems like, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's like, it's definitely a lot. We've only got one dead end so far. So, my question now is, do we go back and we get the outer room? Probably do. Grab our keys. Forgot about those. Probably a good idea to just go do that. Just kind of waiting to see. Okay, well, we have the shrine. We might as well do a blessing, although we could redraw. That's the benefit. We could try and get the classrooms, but I don't think this is a classroom run. What else will we be looking for? I mean, shelter can be good. We get a guaranteed gem out of it. 2 special items could be good. They will also be ones that we don't already have. We already have some. We can make an offering. There are some good blessings to get. But do we have any idea? We don't have any idea of the price, which is kind of frustrating. That doesn't tell you. Let's do the shrine. We don't have a blessing, so... Okay. So this is still here. We could keep grabbing it. There's gotta be a reason to want to get this someday. Just don't know what that is. I think let's just use it all. Blessing of the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to their draft pool for 4 days. Okay. courtyard isn't a bad room. It does cost a gem, which is the only dangerous thing. I should write down 22 gold. Blessing of Gardener. Was it 5 days? I don't know. I should track these. I probably will go back in my previous videos and write down what everything cost, because oh, that's so good. Carry card is really strong. Okay. We'll do that because it's just helpful. I know I do remember 50 was the which one was it? Okay, well, you're taking courtyard now. We have 8 of them. Can't be shy. Gotta turn back. Especially if we can get the coat check and we get the drill. Like, this is really strong, and all these dig spots will obviously be very strong. I just don't want to get too much. Patio. Spread gems in each green room. We actually have 3. Our green rooms are not cost. Ugh. I really want the information from patio. Terrace is so good right now because we're about to get a shit ton of green rooms, and the courtyard will always be free. I need some gems, and I really want patio. So I think I'm gonna take patio. There's our gem. So I'm doing it. It's too late. What is the word? What is the word? It's buried. It's right here. It's buried. Bridge, but buried. Oh shit. What's buried? Buried beside bridge. What's buried beside the bridge? And what bridge? Are we talking Black Bridge? Are we talking a different bridge? Now I'm scared. Pick another gem. Let's just take closet here. Alright. Let's take office. That is where the other one is, no? Go back. I'm pretty sure it's office though. In that picture. Parlor, patio, office, pantry. We know pantries, so let's see what this says. See what this tells us. It's big time worth. It's a gem. I'm assuming it's got to be one of these 2 notes. Is it west? So what is this message? West. Buried beside West Bridge. Is it out in the west? We don't have a shovel. Is it the bridge? Which side? Does that mean we have to get the garage? Let's double check there's nothing here that's lowercase. Would you please check if any books matching these styles are? The queen marked up the account fall of the lord, passing of the baron's hearings. Is it gonna be another buried floor plan? Had a little trouble reading the baron's writing, so I'm not sure in the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing her I suspect either would be. So it's not on this page. It's on this west. I thought they were all gonna be bees. I'm assuming it's buried beside West Bridge. Also, I want to point out the one thing I think is missing from the Great Alzara. There was a picture here. And I don't even remember if I actually clicked on it. I think I saw it and I didn't realize I looked at it from here. Didn't realize I could actually click it, but I was like, oh, there's a picture there. Why can't I grab it? I didn't actually try from here. I don't know if that was possible, but I definitely think that there was a picture here and it's gone. And I have no clue when it disappeared. That's really interesting. Okay, we need to get coat check. Also would really like a shovel. Shovel or coat check. Either or. Won't be picky. Support door. It's Christmas. There's a good chance to do it. Got a couple dice too. Presents! It is Christmas! Oh my god. Christmas it is. 2 keys, 6 gems, and 4 dice. I don't know. I thought that was gonna be a song, but and a gem in here. How cool, okay. And 2 more dice. It is Christmas. How nice. Holy crap, we have 9 dice. I don't know why I looked at this, but why is this moving? Sure ain't playing anything. Is there something stuck? Weird. That's cool though. I love that they actually had a little gift for you on Christmas. Might redraw. We have so many redraws. Good with observatory. Sale and slice. It's 50%. We have gold. I feel like I have to really check everything again. So I just feel like everything has something. Well, it's 3 courtyards. No shovel yet. But detector things. I'll go the wrong way. Could re-roll, or we could just take trophy room for the gems. Could take break room. Take the gold. I kind of want something that goes right. I kind of want this to connect. Planetarium. Call it a day in planetarium. Game 2. We could just take another courtyard. Screw it. Connects. Maybe we'll get a shovel out of one of these eventually. More gems. Okay. Intense. Take 8 trophies in a trophy room. I don't know what that's for. Permanent addition to the shrine. How funny. Unlocked. I don't think I've been to the master bedroom. So what does that do? Oh, it unlocks their mode. Okay. Do we need to do garage here? I think so. I think because we want to make sure that that bridge is open. I don't know if the dig spot is on this side or so. How do we open this? We need utility closet. We need power going here, which we definitely won't be getting. So utility closet might be important. It's like drawing room. Nothing lowercase there. So I really do think it was just those 4. Yeah, taking code check. So we can dig. We do need to get utility closet at some point, but digging will be nice. Kind of want solarium, but I also want a junction. Take parlor game, just take observatory. Let's do observatory, and then I want to get utility closet. Now we're at 19. I mean, we can really get our luck up fast in this game with how many different options we have. I also need to look at this. Is there any hidden numbers or anything? Hidden words? I know this refers... I don't think that actually had anything to do with the rest of what was in A New Clue book, but it does make me... There is some word on here that is important. I just don't know what word it is. For that whole XYZ ABC. I just haven't figured that out. Drax is the dead, which is actually an angel. black seems good and bad. What can we get out of attic? Part of me does want to go back up there. I'm actually going to take it. Not only for the items. It's 3, 4. Very faintly written April 12th. Thomas Anders. Figured that out. I have a thought. 6, 7, 8. That's not 8, actually. I think there should be one more. First off, there's the message about the chair. You know, what chair that everyone sits in. It's the Great Alzara prophecy, basically. She's sitting in... I might have to go back to the drawing room and just see if that's the same looking chair. But then there's this chair. And the back of this chair looks exactly like the Black Bridge Grotto. Come on, man. Like, why? Why? What does it tell me? It doesn't tell me anything. Why do you do this to me? So there's 8 items, right? I feel like I only count 7, but maybe the chest is kind of considered one. See, also, she's wearing a green bracelet. And then she's got the moon pendant, and it has a red ruby in it. Is there something more to this picture? I feel like something in this picture that... I don't know. Not so much about them. It's something else that's in the picture. Oh, there's so many freaking things. Like, what is that chair? There's something about that chair. It is this chair. Like, it seems like it's this chair. Yeah, that looks like the same chair he's sitting in. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know shit. Alright, let's keep going. We have a shovel. If we can get utility closet, that would be sweet. Because then we could open the garage. As far as I'm aware, I don't think we have any other way of opening the garage at this current moment. Still at 50 steps. We just dug the secret garden key. And another die. That ain't half bad. Save those 2 spots for now. Another courtyard. Kind of want to redraw. I mean, courtyard's not bad. It'll probably keep popping up too. Could do the parlor game. Could do corridor. Let's go north with corridor. Ah, such a bad spot for the utility closet. I really want it, but I guess it depends how we want to, you know, finish this day. But we'll take pool. Some gold somewhere. I like gold. See, I would take utility closet here. I don't know if we can get it, but greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Well, we get plenty of those, so let's take it. Oh. Compass and a treasure map. Maybe in garage? No, it's in coat check. More dice. Is there a room that only appears on the eastern? Like, I think patio goes on both sides, veranda goes on both sides. Because if so, if there was like a green room that only is on the eastern side, then I feel like there would be some secret to it, to opening it up to the grounds out here. That's just my feeling. But I have no clue what room that would be. Okay, we are going to take utility closet. I think it's important enough that we can turn the garage on. Go do that and dig. And maybe that's what the picture that Lady Epson is referring to. 9 dice. We have so many keys. Truly not worried about getting stuck. We have the security key, like we literally have everything. The prism key, we got another key. We really just need to get steps. So do we have a kitchen? We don't. So at some point we'll want to get a kitchen or kitchen or a dining room. But man. Can I just point something out? Why is there a chair missing here? Why is there a chair missing here? And why is this one purple, this one purple, and this one purple? I do think there's something about this room now as well that is weird. Uno momento. Okay, what I was looking at didn't fit that, but yeah, there's definitely something weird about that. 3 2 2 3 3 3. I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. Again, nothing in this game is a coincidence. Let's do silver key. Let's get a bunch of doors here. Definitely not weight room. Rotunda would be fine, or we could redraw. Do we have a lot of mechanical rooms? Probably not today. Because I don't even know what I'm looking for. I mean, Great Hall would be fine. Vestibule is fine. Kind of want something different. Try one more. Yeah, not archives either, though. I do want something that connects the foundation, otherwise I would take starfish. So maybe we should have just gone with something other. Yeah, I guess we just take rotunda. Yeah, that's okay. We have a lot of extra dice. Let's go back. I was gonna burn some steps. And we don't have really food, but I do want to go before we get too far. Could spread gold. We also don't have gold. We probably should just do this because we'll hopefully walk by some. And then if we buy the kitchen, we can buy some food. We'll come back if we want that. Gems. This game is crazy. There truly is not any puzzle that is there's truly not any I don't know what I'm saying. There's truly not anything in this game that like you can 100% discount is not a puzzle of the game. I'm stupid. I'm wasting steps too. Just not good. I wish I could get turnips. That's the one downside of having the drill. So don't really draw food. Antique silver stopwatch for the next 1 minute. You will not lose. During okay, maybe we go back now that we're not losing anything. We run back, we run up, and we do a bunch of doors. I don't know if this is the right idea, but we're gonna try and do a few doors in a row. Be quick. Because if we can get let's do these. Let's do courtyard. Let's do conference room. Secret garden key. We'll spread all the food in here. That actually works out perfectly. Oh. Bing, bada bing, bada bing. Beautiful. We needed some food. Is there any lowercase on this? I don't think there is. Okay. I don't know if there's anything we want out of vault. Break room's nice because we can guarantee the security card tomorrow. So I might take that. Obviously, sauna's great. Sauna's a little more rare. So maybe we take sauna. I want vault, but I don't really know what I'll even get out of vault. Take sauna. Let's guarantee the steps tomorrow. I think that's a smart play. Car keys too. So we head back to the garage. Okay, that worked out. Thanks to the dang. That's a secret guard. That worked out thanks to getting conference room and secret garden. Ooh, broken lever. There's some sort of a gem we could put here. And, you know, there's just that whole wind. A wind puzzle. I don't know. Oh, it stayed where we left it, which is interesting. South, I see a swan. Ashen like the shores of the... Ashen like the shores of the white... I don't know. Westwardly winds. Eastward, I see a crow. North. Yada yada. Like the rope or something. I feel like it still has something to do with that. my feeling. I have plenty of keys. I'll redraw. Take a greenhouse because there usually is water. Green can, we can get plenty of gems. I wonder if we go out on the grounds by the garage, like, can we walk over here? I don't know if we can. Oh. Maybe I didn't want to do that. Well, we did it. We can walk through there. Didn't actually mean to do that. Just saw it and I clicked it. Anything we want to do with pump room? I don't think so. The thing I did want to point out, archives, kind of. It's archives. Bedroom. Patio. I don't know, this looks like it could be the boudoir or the boudoir. Obviously, laundry room. We know there's buried things here. We know there were things here, but like, why bedroom? Why is that cabinet so obviously like... And then bourgeois. I don't know. There's no accidents in this game. I say this over and over, but could use a special key. Could use the prison key. Literally get any color right now. I don't know if that does anything. Special cost bypassed. Casino Royale. I could have done the lever for that. That's fine. Redraw. Check out the showroom. See what's for sale today. Moon pendant for 20 could be good. Gonna get a couple items for tomorrow. Okay, I think we'll probably buy that at the end. We don't have a kitchen, do we? Okay. I almost don't want the silver key. I'm not going to take it because I don't want to keep it for tomorrow. Study, aquarium, or armory. Okay. What can armory get us? We could use the armory to get the hammer to remove the cost of something. I kind of want study because I really, really would like to get like the drafting studio in one of these last couple of rooms. Study. Two is just two. Do we have everything to do the chess? We might. It's just a two. Just want to see how they're all written. Wait, what? I never went to the next page? Bruh, how long ago did I solve this? Oh my god. I never... This is the Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run. Assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate up to date. And I just didn't... I was like, I think when I read this, I was like, oh, there's like a closed exhibit. And then I just didn't scroll. Bro, I need to read better. Wow. Oh, motherfucker. Okay. And this is what it looks like. Oh my god, I hate myself sometimes. I'm sure everyone has said that while playing this game, but holy crap. How did I not do that? Take a picture of this. If it even matters. Okay, yay. So that puts us pretty close to having all the rooms. It's rare, red room in addition, and yeah, you have to have a key card. Okay, well if we get that as an option. A painstakingly produced accurate reproduction of one of the so-called closed exhibits of the Fen Ares Royal Museum. Man, how many freaking days ago did I discover that? I gotta go check all the red letters now. Before we forget, we have office and we have study, so we can actually go do the chess puzzle again. But oh, that one's one of the most frustrating. To be very honest, I would love to get that as one of our last two rooms, or the drafting studio, or both. Oh, it's just the silver key. Okay. Have we ever... gone through. I don't think we've ever entered antechamber from the south. It's pretty interesting. Not that it matters that much, but could draft from that door. Wow. This way though. I don't know why. Okay. Could have gone Solarium to try and get it. Can't do Planetarium here. So a few rooms I'd be okay. Break room is one that I'm okay with, so let's do break room. Because we'll not only solve the puzzle, we can end our day here and get security. So these are the people who are smart. Consecutive puzzles. I also want to make a note of who all these people are, so I have them 100% marked down. Kimberly Thompson, Kirk Darren, who isn't actually Kirk Darren, Ann Babbage, Robert Nogola, CT, I know who that is. It's Christoph. Is it Christoph? Probably. HR is Hartley Ruoto, and RM is Randolph Moore. CT. In the picture, the zoom in of names, the suspects. Christoph Clark. So maybe that's not Christoph. But I don't know who else that would be. Alright, let's solve it. The XYZ ABC conundrum is gonna be one that it's gonna take me some time to figure out. And maybe I just don't have the information to be able to solve it yet. Like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I don't, you know. 9 divided by 9 is 1, times 18 is 18, divided by 9 is 2. I'm not sure if I have everything I need or not. Okay, this is a tough one. 19 minus 9 is 10. Divided by 5 is 2, squared is 4, minus 1 is 3. Man, these are getting a little more complicated. I like it. As a math person myself. Okay. We have no other reason to use any of our gems. So let's just redraw until we get what we want. If we can get what we want. Mailroom's kind of interesting, but I don't know if we added anything. Solarium at this point does us no good. I also don't know if we can get that room on this corner, so maybe we do have to take something that is less than ideal. Like treasure trove. Armory one last time. Let's take treasure trove. We said we're always going to take it as often as we can, so you know, any day that we can grab it, I think is good. We got a lot of gold, so we can buy at least the moon pendant. So this is a pink moon. There is no realm that flies the white flag. It seems like a lie. A green note. What do we have? We need to write these all down on one page at some point, but we had a blue moon, said pink boxes with moon are always false. Okay. Pink moon. So false, maybe? No realm, which we know to be false anyways. No realm that flies. What is the point of this room? What is it going to tell us? Something that helps us. 50 days? The white flag. Green. Handwritten. Okay. Hello there. Can we ever open that box? These gems. Okay. So all in all, not a bad day. Still a few more things to do. The mice will play. Can't believe we added that room. I can't believe we missed that the first time. We have no way to add footsteps. So, we need to go out, other than digging, potentially, but freezer would have been fine too, but definitely need to go dig, and then we gotta go hit the coat check. We can kind of do those back to back. There's nothing else here, right? No A's. Turn the way it is. Okay. If we can do it all, that would be nice. If we can go buy the moon pendant, that would be really nice. We'll see. Based on all the steps we're going to have here soon. But we need the shovel for now. There's an apple in there too. Actually open this as well. Nothing we could do with these items. We didn't get the workshop. Let's see. West Bridge. We have bridge beside buried west. So west. Very rare we've actually had all this open. We haven't really opened this in a while. See, I feel like this is going to be a buried floor plan. We shall see. West Bridge. I mean, this is the only West Bridge that I can think of. Hope we don't need a regular shovel. The jackhammer will do the job. I feel like it will. I feel like we had the jackhammer the last time we found a buried floor plan. But bridge, but it says beside, buried beside West Bridge. What else could that mean? What else would the West Bridge refer to? I don't know. You would think it would just be right next to it, you know, like. Is there something from that picture that Lady Epsom left in her diary? Maybe it's not this bridge. Maybe it's this bridge. Am I stupid? This is probably the bridge I was talking about. I don't know why I didn't think there was a bridge here. Like, in my head, I didn't. Yeah, it's the thing. Oh, daddy. A small data microchip buried in an old jar. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Oh, daddy, this run just got real. That's where this microchip has been buried this whole time. So what did that video about the library mean? Oh my god, so we didn't even need to use the garage. But you know what? I thought it meant that bridge, because that was kind of connecting the west path. But I forgot that there's this fat-ass bridge right here. What am I doing? I've also feel like I've looked around to dig around on this side so much, but I've never looked right here. Okay. Stop yelling at me. Just please stop yelling at me. I'm sorry. I tried my best. We still have the treasure map to do in the coat check. God. So much to do. Hopefully we have enough steps. Luckily, we have the running shoes. Okay. I have no clue what we were about to find in here. I feel like this is a... I mean... Oh. For my sanity, I gotta take a bathroom break before we go in. Collect my thoughts. And then we will go through the Black Bridge Grotto. Be right back. Okay, so the reason I think I hope my personal buildup of this is not going to be a letdown, because I think there are some puzzles that I've solved and they've been slightly letdowns at times, because I've like, oh my god, this is going to do something crazy. And not to say, doing the puzzles is part of the fun, like, is the journey, not necessarily like what you earn from it. But with that being said, this I've had available to me for a very long time, and finding both microchips was pretty difficult, especially that third one. But even the second one was difficult to understand where that would be. So I do think this could be something big. I think it could potentially be our access point to the castle. Could also be an access point to like the eastern half of the grounds. I don't know what else it could be, but I'm ready to find out. And it's a cutscene, which is insane. Okay. Castle. Court. Cloak. Castle. Court. Cloak. Yeah, this is big. I just got chills. Dude, I just got the fattest fucking chills with that opening. This is like finding room 46 all over again. The safe house. This is the ruins. Part of the ruins of the old castle. The black pillars. Can I just take a moment to say this game is so freaking good. Found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add throne room to your drafting pool? Reclaim the crown. Orindian Ruins is where we are right now. Starting tomorrow, throne room will be permanently added to your draft pool. What a fucking baller of a game. I don't even know how that makes sense, but oh, like that, is that fucking Reddington? That music too, like holy crap, just absolute chills. That build up to that. We are in the Orindian Ruins. Look at that. The art is so cool. That is freaking Reddington. The red flags. Is there something random buried here? I don't know, but wow. Oh, we really almost didn't find that. That right there, people, was worth it. I think this is only some of the ruins. I mean, there's all those ruins that we've seen buried too, but Castle Court Cloak. Castle is the only 6-letter word, so I don't think those other ones are supposed to be court for that hidden message, but Castle Court Cloak. Guess what does that mean? Maybe we have to get where did it even go? Wait, is that room 8? It's not. Where did that found floor plan even go? That's crazy, it just got so quiet suddenly. And we have closed exhibit too, that we can get tomorrow. Man, we have so much more to do. Wow. It's just silent. Holy shit. Okay, we still have to figure... I mean, there's still so much for us to understand, but... Oh my god. That took a lot out of me. Mentally. Okay. So. Let's go back through the garage. Saves us some steps, even if it's just a few. Unless we want to hit bedroom nursery real quick. I think that might give us extra steps, so let's do that. Yeah, we hadn't walked in either of these yet. Okay. Got us 10 steps. I want to take the power hammer and just see if that will break this open at all. Still feel like that has something, but clearly there's no dig spot. I feel like this is so obviously pointing at the ground, but it just doesn't want to work. Okay, we'll go back out. We actually can do the chess puzzle again, so we can decide what... if any other chess pieces fancy us. I think that might be where we find one of the vault sanctum keys as well. Is in that room. The throne room, I think. Okay. We've got castle over here. So, study. Which has the king. It's up here. Office is 5th. It's the queen. Those all right? Am I reversing those? Study's the queen. Office is the king. I'm a dummy. I did reverse it. My, obviously, they didn't light up, so there we go. Okay, then we just gotta remember where the rest are. I know there's a bishop in chapel. Nook has a... They're right next to each other. Has the rook, Nook and rook. I'm sure there's a pawn literally anywhere. There's 10 million pawns at the bedroom. And then we need a knight. Observatory, I think, has knights, which is... should be in the middle. Okay, what do we want to take? We've had the knight forever. I could just take pawn so I can do anything other than the king. Queen is like kind of okay. I kind of wish queen was better. So you lose 5 steps with your king key. Like, I don't love losing 5 steps every time. Each day you choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. It could be interesting. Also, I think that... No, never mind. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, you gain 30 gold for some inner travel each day with this power. That seems good. Resilience of the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting 4 corners of your house. I guess, like, I'm trying to think. Can we choose blue as our color? Can we choose black? Or does it have to be purple, yellow, red, or green? That would be kind of my question. So we choose pawn. Is it the 8th rank? Okay. So basically the same as kitchen. Which we generally do, like... And if we ever start with... When you reach rank 8, we could literally just go through the foundation, especially if we have a security card at the beginning of the day. And then get that decided early. Wait, and then we could sometimes add the armory if we feel like we want the armory. I do need to finish this day, so we save it just in case something goes completely wrong. I don't want to lose it. Okay, we're gonna take the pawn. I think we very consistently get to 8. And that, we just choose from one of the others. And that way it still gives us the options for the armory. It's been good to us. So maybe we want gold. Maybe we want to... you know, redraft the corners, maybe. We want whatever the queen does, like, if we're short on keys. Who knows? That was freaking cool. One of my favorite days, actually, so far. Christmas. Maybe we were extra lucky. Because it was Christmas. Still want to know what this arrow does, but I truly thought this arrow was, I thought this room in general was related to finding that last microchip. It's not. So, we dig here. Do not have a... There we go. Treasure map. See what we get. We turn in the jackhammer. More gold. Okay. More gold. I think we want to turn the jackhammer. Like, we've consistently been able to get cloak closet, so okay. Then we want to see we do want to end our day in the breaker so we can get a key card. So, with each servant's quarters and maid's chamber currently on the state. We don't have either still. Does that just provide gold? Is that really all it does? Like, I feel like that could have something more to it, but we haven't figured that out. Okay, we're gonna go left. We can actually... Oh, this is fine. This is a puzzle. 100%. Oh. We can take something like the queen. We can take... Let's do that. We're not even drafting, so... Count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we got plenty. We probably don't have enough to buy it out, but we could grab the master key just to see if we end up with this tomorrow. That'd be pretty sick. Emerald bracelet, you don't have to pay the gem cost of floor plans. Oh, we're one short. Oh, I got it. Almost be able to buy it out. 50 short. Okay. Alright. let's head out. Let's go to the break room. Hopefully we start with one of Emerald Bracelet or Master Key would be super sweet. But the odds are probably not in our favor. We will start with the key card. Either way, what a freaking day. Don't want to grab the silver key, that's what keeps going off. I feel like Rotunda, like, should have some secret message that just somewhere up here. Maybe it does and I just haven't noticed it, but that feels like a perfect use for that room to have like some special message that you can only see. Alright. I'm going to end my day here. We've done a lot. We've checked out every book. Now from that we know of. Every book from the library. So I think we just will continue to check out, probably at the moment, a new clue. Because I do want to go back and look through all of it with the magnifying glass. Archaeological Shopping Center. 21 excavated dig spots, 4 shop rooms. Well, that's going to do it for us in this video. Thank you so much if you made it this far. I hope you really enjoyed this one. This as a 2-day one, but really most of it was spent on just day 44, which was 49, which was Christmas. And Christmas was indeed very lucrative for us. What a run. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. See you guys next time for day number 50. See ya.